Barcelona vlog, you know that I almost lost this flight, but thanks to the forces of the universe, I didn't. So now we're in Oporto waiting for a connection to Lisbon. Okay, so I'm the happiest human alive because they gave me free food at the plane. And my flight actually arrived before time, so now I have tons of time to relax and wait for the connection. The next time I'll talk to you, I think it's gonna be in Lisbon, so we're magically gonna transition to Lisbon. Welcome to the Himalayas! No, I'm kidding. Welcome to Lisbon. If you remember, I broke my suitcase in Barcelona, so now it's time for me to drag this huge thing all across Lisbon to get to my hotel. Okay guys, update. So now I'm in the hotel I'm supposed to be at in Portugal, well, Lisbon. And now I have to buy a new suitcase. And wait, where's the light? Oh, it's one of those that you have to put the card in like the little device, so then they give you light. Okay. So this is my suitcase, and as you can tell, there's something really wrong here. Like really, really wrong. So basically one of the wheels in the suitcase broke and it brought down with itself a huge part of the suitcase, which makes it almost unbearable to carry all across cities. So guys, not even the Leaning Tower of Pisa is this crooked. So now I have to buy another suitcase because there's no way this one still works. And yeah, dragging this thing along metro lines, it's really annoying. So yeah, anyways, welcome to Lisbon. And I hope next time I talk to you, I'm in a more interesting place than this. I'm so tired. After changing from my PJs, because yeah, I took a flight in my PJs, I went to a shopping mall that they recommended me for buying a new suitcase. So this was nice because I actually got to know a little bit more of daily life in Lisbon, and I got to see this art, I guess, exposition, which was really interesting. We bought another suitcase. Inner peace, Zaarah. Inner peace, Zaarah. Door. So this is the entry, and the room is pretty small, but it's really nice. So this is a bathroom, a pretty nice bathroom if you ask me. And there I am. Hey, there's Zaarah. Yeah, every bathroom has a Zaarah. And the TV, which turned out to have a ton of channels, which I love. The room was pretty nice. I stayed in a hotel called Hotel Dom Carlos Liberty, and it was about $150 a night, but it was really worth it because the area was really nice and close to a metro station. It also had breakfast included, so yay! So now for the most interesting part, we're gonna explore Lisbon. We started the day out with some breakfast, and I know it looks like a lot of food, but when you're traveling in low budget, you want to make that free breakfast worth it. So we just had our breakfast, which was included, so perfect. So now we're gonna start getting to know the city and exploring, and I decided to start in this place. I think it's called Plaza Rocio or something like that. But anyways, as you can see behind me, the floor is really, really cool. It's super interesting how they do these patterns, and they also have this whatever thingy there. Okay, so I don't know what that is, but editing Zaarah do something. So here's editing Zaarah doing something, thank you. Okay, so Rocio Square, or Pedro IV Square, is the second most famous in Lisbon, after the Commerce Square. It's located in the so-called Baixa area, and in its time it was the most popular place to attend parades, parties, and other events. It was Pesset's favorite gathering point. Now we move to the elevator of Santa Justa, which was inaugurated in 1902. It is 45 meters high, and is one of the many viewpoints in Lisbon, in addition to connecting the Baixa area with the Barrio Alto, or upper neighborhood. So now we're in the upper neighborhood, which is a neighborhood that is up. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so obviously it is uphill, so you have to walk a ton to get to it, but it's really, really nice. And I don't know if every single neighborhood in Lisbon is like this, but I'm noticing these really, really cool buildings, and they're covered in tiles, which I really, really like. So I think it's worth it to get to know a little bit more about these beautiful tile-covered buildings. Lisbon is not only considered the capital of tiles, it's also the capital of Portugal. No, I'm kidding, sorry. No, but really, Lisbon is considered the tile capital. Not only do they cover the facades of buildings, but they are also found in subway stations and in many, many walls. The word tile in Portuguese is azulejo, which comes from the Arabic, meaning a small polished stone. Lisbon likes to decorate its streets, and the floor is no exception. That's right, they thought the buildings were not enough, so they decided to make these beautiful patterns in the floor. This actually has a reasonable reason, which is that in 1775, Lisbon suffered a strong earthquake that destroyed the city. To reduce the costs, rubble was used to rebuild the floor, and they took this opportunity to create the beautiful patterns we see today. Talk about recycling. As I told you before, we're in the Bairro Alto, or Upper Neighborhood. The Upper Neighborhood is another popular spot in the city. It was built in the late 16th century, and today is known as the heart of nightlife. Many of the streets are decorated with garlands and light bulbs, which really brings up the place. Because, I mean, it's nightlife, not night dead. Talking about decoration, we have Pink Street. This is a famous street located in the Upper Neighborhood, one of the most beautiful in Europe according to the New York Times. As its name says it's a street with a pink floor. For a long time it was considered to be in a dangerous part of Lisbon. But nowadays it's a famous touristic part where you can go partying, drinking, and just have fun in general. I really recommend you visiting this at night or day, it's beautiful either way. That rhymes, yay! Hello people! Okay, sorry, I was crossing the street and you have to pay attention. So I just finished walking through the Upper Neighborhood, and now I'm going to the Commerce Square, which I think it's that way, I hope so, and well, at least that way is the sea. I know that, I mean you don't know because the camera is not looking that way, but I know it, which is important. So yeah, we're going there now, and to be honest, I really have a good timing now. It's not even noon and I already visited a ton of places, and if it stays like this, maybe I'll have time to plan a route and stuff, so yeah, to the Commerce Square. So we're here in Lisbon's Commerce Square, which is a square. That's pretty obvious by the name, I think. But anyways, so you have the Squares building, which is bright yellow, and it's really, really nice. And you also have the bridge, which is in the middle, I guess. And yeah, it's really, really beautiful. And then you have this statue of whoever that is right in the middle. But anyways, I'm about to tell you more about this place because right now I do not possess the information. So yeah, let's learn together about the Commerce Square in Lisbon. The Commerce Square in Lisbon is one of the most popular places in the city. It was the place where the Royal Palace of Lisbon settled for more than 200 years. I mean, I'm 18 and 200 years is a lot. Unfortunately, the palace and its library with more than 70,000 volumes were destroyed in the 1775 earthquake. In the center of this monumental square is the statue of King Jose, or Joseph I, known as a reformer who reigned Portugal from 1750 to 1777. We now remember him with a statue. Wah wah. This square is popular within both the tourists and the locals, not only because it's the Commerce Square, but it's also right in front of the sea, which makes it a cool place to hang out in. From the square, you can also see the Ponte 25 de Abril, with a length of 2,000 meters and a red color that reminds us of another famous bridge. You can also catch a ton of tours from the square. I took one, and that's what brings me to the Lisbon Cathedral. The Lisbon Cathedral is nothing more and nothing less than the oldest in the entire city. Although it's small in the inside, it's really worth it. You can take a really cool picture with a tram that goes just in front of it. Now, talking about trams, Lisbon Tram Network consists of 6 lines covering a total of 48 kilometers and has a fleet of 58 trams. In 1901, the first line opened. Tram 28 is the most touristic one, since it runs throughout all Alfama. I didn't take it because it was €6 to hop in one of those and I didn't have that kind of money, but you should totally do it. So I just finished the tour and it was really, really good. It's really good to get to know the city more than anything else, and you can give the tour guide about €5, that's what everyone gives them. It's about 2 or 3 hours maybe, but it's totally worth it because again, that way you can get to know the city and find your way around. So the tour I took only covered the Upper Neighborhood, so now I'm going to the other part of the city to see the castle and Alfama. So imagine you have 2 options. You can either pay €6 and go uphill, or you can walk uphill. Now imagine you don't have the €6, Congratulations, you are me. So yeah, I had to walk uphill to get to the viewpoint of Santa Lucia, from which you can see Alfama and the dome of the National Pantheon. This is really nice because you have all the tiles here, and you also have really nice colorful flowers over there. And then in this part you can just go over here and then you die. No, I'm kidding. But it is a really nice viewpoint, so if you're going to the castle you have to stop by. As I told you before, this place is really colorful and it's perfect for Instagram pictures. Out of all the viewpoints I visited, this one was my favorite. Okay, so admire my beautiful hairstyle. No, I'm kidding, I really look bad. But whatever. Wait, no, I have to do something. And, well, oh, the wind! Oh my god, please listen to me! Well, I hope you can listen to me. Anyways, we're in the castle and it has a beautiful view. So, let's come and explore it. El Castello de São Jorge, or the Castle of St. George, is located on a hill, and its first buildings date from the 1st century before Christ. Yeah, VC. That's amazing. So we're now in the castle and I'm going down these steep stairs and I'm afraid I'm gonna fall down and die, and if that happens just tell my parents I love them. But anyways, this is the inside of the castle, and as you can see right there, yeah, as you can see there, it has these obviously castle-like towers over there. It's funny because when I was a kid I used to draw castles with this kind of towers, and it's just cool finally seeing the real thing in full color and live. The castle has many towers and it's approximately 6,000 square meters, so it's a tiny bit huge. Today the castle provides many beautiful views from all across the city, including the 25 de Abril Bridge, Alfama neighborhood, and basically all of Lisbon. There's also a ton of peacocks in the castle, just there, free, walking, living their lives, but it's really cool because you can actually get close and take nice pictures, but always be careful about it, guys. As I told you before, just besides the castle, it's the Alfama neighborhood, which is one of the oldest areas in Lisbon. Its origin is Visigothic and it claims to be one of the neighborhoods that best survived the 1775 earthquake. Alfama still retains its medieval essence, and it's definitely worth it getting lost in its streets full of restaurants, artisan shops, and coffee shops. If you like fish, you should definitely try the cod croquettes. After this, I kept walking in Alfama, and I don't know how, why, or when, but I arrived to the National Pantheon of Portugal, which is located in the Church of Santa Engracia. It's constructed of multicolored marble, and its uprising began almost 290 years ago, and they just finished it in 1966. The church became a pantheon for national heroes thanks to the Republican government of 1916. So I've been walking through Alfama a really good 2 hours, and it's really nice, but I think I'm gonna say goodbye now for 2 reasons. So number 1, the sun is actually going down and I don't really know where I am, so I don't want to be in an unknown place at night. And number 2, my battery is actually dying, so I'm gonna leave you with this beautiful street, and yeah, this is it, so bye! Portugal is really the best kept secret of Europe. I hope I inspired you enough for you to want to come visit this beautiful place. So this is it for now. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you around in another place in a different time. Bye! And hello again. I'm here to remind you that after Lisbon, I actually went to Paris, and Paris is too a dream come true. So don't forget to go see that and many other vlogs in my channel. Now we say bye!